Hi guys, I'm Alex. I'm the manager here at Jupiter Shooting Sport. I'm going to show you two different rifles that we have here in stock today. What we have here is going to be your M4A1. This is going to be your wrist 3 handguard. It's going to be M-lock all the way around. They did keep it kind of traditional to the quad rail, meaning this is a little bit thicker than your typical V7s that we have. This does come with ambidextrous controls, not just with the fire selector, but with the bolt release as well. It's going to be a 14.5 inch barrel, pin and welded 16 inches, so it's legal. Quick detach for your sling here, here, as well as here. The second one I'm going to show you is going to be the older model. This is going to be the wrist 2 handguard. You will notice the safety selector on this one is ambidextrous. The bolt release is not, meaning you will have to lock the bolt to the rear using the opposite side and to also drop it from one side. This also is 14.5, pin and welded 16. Same QD mounts, only this one is a quad rail all the way around, just like your original M4A1s. So it is a little bit thicker as far as the handguard. The weight, I would almost want to say this one feels a tad bit lighter than the older model, but I tend to like the little bit more weight in my rifle, so I guess that's a personal preference. Both these rifles also come with the same ambidextrous charging handle, so you can use the charging handle for either side, so that is still standard. Butt stocks are the same, comes with the same Daniel Defense furniture. These are rail covers, so you can take these off depending on how you lay out your rifle future build. So this will extend as well, all the way out. General rule of thumb, they always say to get to your comfortable grip into the trigger, your arm would be a 90 degrees. As you can tell, this is slightly a little too high. So we'll bring this down. I am a little shorter. Reason being, when you do go to manipulate your rifle, you use a lot less muscle. You're using your body to distribute the weight of this rifle. So another feature about these I would like to talk about is just the handguard in general. The old quad rail is a very popular, if not the most popular rails that are around, in my opinion. Over the years, you will see a lot more M-lock, key mod, things with different attachment points. Essentially, you're gonna have access to all the same upgrades, accessories, everything that you're gonna put on these rifles. Only one's gonna be M-lock and one's gonna be your traditional Picatinny. So both these rifles do take the same ammunition. They are both chambered in 5.56, meaning they will run 5.56 and 2.23. Had these rifles been chambered in 2.23, they will only run 2.23, not 5.56. Daniel Defense seems to pretty much do that with all their rifles unless you specifically pick the caliber. So Daniel Defense, out of the box, tend to give you just your basic mil-spec triggers, as you'll see both of these guns have. They give you the option to put your own triggers later down the road. I believe the mil-spec triggers are just fine the way they are, although you will see a lot of people modify them. And as you can see here, the standard Daniel Defense furniture, that is a signature. You'll see, as you see here, the grip, rubber, it's very comfortable. It's a little bit padded here as well as rubberized. On the M-lock, you're not necessarily gonna need any kind of covers, although you could add them if you wanted to. On the standard Picatinny, they're gonna add their signature Daniel Defense covers. As you see, it's just a rubber. Helps with the heat, also adding a little bit more texture and grip when needed. A lot of people essentially don't even run these on their rifles. Another cool thing about Daniel Defense is, in my opinion, I believe this is like the beginning of high end. You're gonna get a lot of quality out of these rifles. I mean, down the road, you could always buy something that's $1,000. I personally had this particular rifle for 10 years, and I have put no money into it other than the optics, sling, and light that I have on my rifle. Personally, in my opinion, I believe the quad rail is a little bit cooler of a gun. It's more authentic. I personally like it a little bit more, although we do have both. The M-lock tends to be more popular these days. A lot of people tend to like it a little bit more. Some of the newer companies coming out tend to lean more towards the M-lock now than they do the Picatinny, although these have been around for so long that you can find all the same things as well. Thank you guys for watching today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and please let us know in the comments what you would like to see on future videos.